Hello and welcome to Dynamics Business Central 365 in 5. This series of short videos are designed to give you a brief introduction to Microsoft Dynamics Business Central, which is Microsoft's cloud-based ERP product designed for the SME market. This episode covers document processing capabilities of Microsoft Business Central with Continia, helping you streamline your processes by minimizing manual data entry and typing when handling purchase invoices and credit notes. Document capture is an end-to-end solution to import, register, approve and archive complete purchase invoices and credit notes directly into Microsoft Business Central with minimal user input. This saves you both the time and hassle of having to register incoming documents manually. No more typing needed. So, how does it work? A document is either a scanned paper document, a PDF file, or an XML file that's imported into document capture. Incoming PDF files are automatically downloaded from predefined email addresses. They are then sent to the built-in OCR engine, which automatically transfers relevant information from the document to the corresponding fields in Business Central, making it fast and efficient for you to register and work with incoming invoices or credit notes. You can then approve documents either from Business Central or by using the Continia web approval portal. This means that everyone in the organisation can access the approval workflow at any time. Once complete, you will also have direct access to the digital archive, meaning that you always have the right information and insights when you need them. So let's see this working in practice. I'm going to start the process with an email with an attachment in a PDF format from the supplier, where we've received an invoice coming to us, and in this case I'm going to manually forward it onto the Continia engine via email, but of course this can easily be automated. So I've entered the email address in here and I click send, and that will now forward it off to the OCR engine for OCR recognition. If I flip back to Business Central and refresh the home page, what you'll see is that is now pending OCR. Once the document has been processed by the OCR engine, it is inserted into BC as a document to import, as you can see here from this tile. We will now manually import this into the system, but please bear in mind it's possible to automate this step, as it is all the steps. We're just manually progressing it for the purposes of this demonstration. I'm going to import the invoice via this Import Files button. And when I do that, it will notify me that in this case, one file has been imported and one is now ready to register. The Ready to Register screen allows the user to manually check the invoice. It shows an image of the invoice on the right-hand side of the window and automatically assigns it to the correct supplier in the system based on its matching criteria. It will display on the left-hand lower portion of the window the extracted fields from the document, such as invoice number, net, VAT and gross amounts, and will use these values when it creates a purchase invoice record. Providing all checks are passed, such as the values matching and a duplicate invoice check, we can then progress to the next stage and insert this record into BC as a new purchase invoice, which we can then send off for approval. To send a document for approval, we select the process option and register. It will create the purchase invoice record in Business Central, and you will also notice that this invoice needs to be approved by a purchaser code that's assigned to the supplier, in this case the code JB. From this screen we can select Request Approval, Send Approval Request, and the workflow engine will automatically send an approval request over to the approver. We can then view a list of purchase invoices within the system, and we can see that in this case this invoice is still status set pending approval, and we can see the approver. I've now switched to a new screen and I'm logged in as a demo user for the approval. I'm logged into the Continia web approval portal, and here I can see a list of all the invoices that have been processed and have been sent to me for approval. In this case I can see the invoice that we've just processed. I can select it and click on it and open it. I can see a colour image of the invoice. I can make sure I'm happy with it. If I want to, I can recode it on the GL, but as long as I'm happy, I can then approve the invoice. Once approved, that invoice can now be posted.